What every boomer should know about bond basics. Greetings and welcome to the Investing for Boomers special report on the basics of bonds. My name is Ken Little. I've been helping people just like you learn to invest, and I can help you too. I've written 15 books and posted more than 650 articles online on investing, but enough about me. Bonds should be a part of every boomer's investment plan. A bond is, no, not that bond. A bond is an IOU from the U.S. government, state, local governments or agencies, and corporations. There are many types of bonds, but most fall into this basic description. A bond is a loan issued with a face value, a stated interest rate, and a stated maturity. For example, a $10,000 bond with a 5-year maturity that pays an interest rate of 3%. The face value is $10,000, the stated interest rate is 3%, the stated maturity is 5 years. The face value, or $10,000, is what you pay for the bond if it's a new issue. The stated interest rate, 3% in this case, is what the bond pays in annual interest to the bond's owner. The maturity date, in 5 years, is when the bond issuer must repay the face value of the bond in full, $10,000 in this example. In this example, the issuer of the bond must pay the owner $300 per year for 5 years. That's $10,000 times 3%, or $300 per year. The bond's stated interest rate is also called the coupon or dividend rate. Bond interest payments are usually made twice a year. Your total return on this bond is $1,500 in interest payments. While this may seem like a small return in comparison to what's possible in the stock market, many bonds are much safer than the stock market. The income from the interest is attractive. However, the protection of your capital, the $10,000 in the example above, is also an important factor. When you buy a bond, you're lending money to the issuer, so it pays to know something about their ability to repay the loan. Major bond rating companies assign a credit rating to most bonds, based on the issuer's ability to repay the loan. The better the credit rating, the lower the interest will be, while issuers with bad credit must pay more in interest. Bonds issued by the U.S. Treasury are the safest you can buy. They're backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. No other bonds, no matter how highly rated, are as safe as U.S. Treasury issues. You can buy them directly from the U.S. Treasury, no need for a broker. You can also buy them through your bank. They are issued in amounts from $1,000 and up. Bonds issued by local government entities are called municipals, or munis for short. These bonds are generally safer than corporate bonds, but there are defaults in this market. So watch the bond's rating. Munis typically pay higher interest rate than Treasury issues, but lower than corporate bonds. Certain munis offer tax-free interest and are attractive to high-income individuals. Corporate bonds issued by well-established large companies are considered very safe, while less stable companies must offer a higher interest rate. Although a bond has a stated maturity date, you don't have to hold it until then. You can buy and sell bonds on the secondary market, much like the stock market. In fact, most of the action in the bond market is buying and selling previously issued bonds. Buying bonds is not a do-it-yourself process. You'll definitely need a broker that works in the bond market. The bond market is very large and complex, bigger than the stock market as measured in dollars. This is a very high-level view of bonds in the bond market, but it's an introduction to these important investment tools. And remember, shaken, not stirred. Thanks for watching. And remember, it's never too late to learn investing.